Alright, for those of you that are working pretty far ahead of everybody else, I'm going to show you the next thing you can do. This is some extra points possibly, not something you have to do, just something that I'd like to show. And that's to make a new, we've done parts, we've done assemblies, we've done presentation, now we're going to do a standard drawing, the .idw. We're going to put our base in. We can either do that or just do here. It says what do you want to put in here? Well, I'm going to go find my pegboard completed, which is right there. So I had to do this little find button. Go find it. You know, you may have to open it in different files, find it up here, but I'm going to find mine right there. Oh, and this isn't actually the one I just made. Let's go to the one that I made for this class, which was in this folder. There it is. So this is one we want. Now notice that's the view it's going to give me because I'm doing a front orientation. That's probably not the best view for me to do. So probably either the ISO top right or the ISO top left. The way this falls, I like it a little bit better this way. So that's how I'm going to put it in. Click. I'm going to right click and say OK because I'm done. Now if I don't like exactly where it is, I can still move that some. Maybe over to the side a little. Now we're going to annotate this. We're going to put a parts list in. So if I was giving this to someone, they'd want to know, well, what parts do we need? What parts are here? So I'm going to create this parts list. It says what view? Well, I want this. So see how it's all one view? It's got the little red dots around it. I'm going to click on it. That automatically pulls it up here. I'm going to say OK. I'm going to say, do you really want to make a parts list for this view? Yes, I do. So I'm going to put that up here. Now, you'll notice you can't really see it. So that's a problem. So I'm going to go over here and right click. And I'm going to go down where it says Edit Parts List. I'm going to go actually to Edit Parts List Style. You'll get this really big menu. All we need to worry about is right here where it says we're going to do the Edit the Text Style. I'm going to change this to probably a 0.4 for this case because it's not much. There's not much in this, so that way it made everything a little bit bigger. We also then are going to go back and edit the parts list. What we'll do is we will do a column chooser, which is right here, and I don't need this description, so I'm going to remove it. I'm going to resize this to where it fits on a little bit better. Notice now you can see everything a little bit better. Alright, last thing. Now they'll want to know, well, what are all those things? I mean, in this case, they're pretty self-explanatory, but if you had a bunch of screws and you know, posts and pegs, it may be tough to understand. So I'm going to show you how to balloon. There's a couple options here. You can balloon or you can auto balloon. Auto balloon just creates the balloons for the parts. So it says select the view. I want this view. And we're just going to go. I selected that view. I want that component, that component, that component, this component, that component, and that component. Okay, apply. They kind of label them all. I don't really care for that way, and so I'm going to undo that. I like to make my own balloons because it's just a little easier, I think. And so I'll select the piece I want, come up. You always make an elbow. Okay, and say continue. I'm going to do another one. Up here this way. Elbow, right click, continue. Just like this. Right, oops, cancel. Go back here. Up. Elbow. Right click, continue. My square peg. Up. A little bit of an elbow. Right click, continue. Elbow, right click, continue. Here. Elbow, right click, continue. Right-click continue. So now we have a parts list that we can hand them and say, number 2, item 2 is our round peg. Item 1 is what we called pegboard. Item 3 is the square peg. Now if we don't like where those exactly are, you can come back and change those positions by zooming in here, and you can grab the arrow point here. Oh, it's pointing a little bit better. I guess sometimes it's tough to do that when you first make these, so I'm just kind of zooming in and pointing to them a little bit better. Grab that green dot. It just helps it be able to be seen a little bit better, I think. And that's how you make the parts list.